Imagine waking up one day and realizing that your financial struggles aren't just temporary, they're part of a cycle that's been repeating for generations. Most middle-class families live paycheck to paycheck, dreaming of vacations, new cars, or a bigger home, but rarely thinking about the wealth they could leave behind for their children. Yet, there are families quietly breaking that cycle. They aren't getting rich overnight, nor are they gambling on risky ventures. They are using strategies that compound over time, creating wealth that can last for generations. Today, we're going to uncover how ordinary families, just like yours and mine, are building generational wealth without flashy salaries or lottery luck. The first secret is mindset. Wealthy middle-class families think differently about money. They understand that income is temporary, but assets can grow over decades. While many people see a paycheck and spend it as soon as it arrives, these families see the same paycheck as a tool. They prioritize saving and investing before spending. Every dollar has a job, whether it's funding retirement accounts, purchasing investments, or paying down high-interest debt. They know that small sacrifices today, like skipping that daily latte or avoiding a brand new car every few years, are investments in financial freedom tomorrow. Their children grow up watching this mindset in action, learning that money is a tool, not just something to spend. Next is strategic investing. Unlike the common notion that investing is only for the wealthy, the families use the power of compounding to grow wealth steadily. They don't chase trends or try to time the market. Instead, they focus on long-term growth. They invest in index funds, real estate, and retirement accounts, consistently, putting money into assets that increase in value over time. What's remarkable is their discipline. Even when the market dips, they stay invested because they understand that time in the market matters more than timing the market. By starting early, even with modest contributions, they can accumulate wealth that far surpasses what a single inheritance or high income could provide. Real estate is another powerful tool. Many middle-class families aren't buying vacation homes or luxury condos. They're starting small. A single rental property can provide monthly income, equity growth, and tax advantages. Over time, they reinvest the earnings into additional properties, create a portfolio that generates both passive income and long-term wealth. What sets them apart is their approach. They view property not just as a home but as an investment that works for them. While their neighbors focus on the aesthetics of a house, they focus on cash flow, appreciation, and long-term potential. By the time their children are grown, the family could own multiple income-generating properties, giving them a head start that most young adults never experience. A less obvious but equally powerful factor is educational wealth. These families understand that money alone doesn't build generational wealth. It's knowledge, skills, and habits that truly matter. They invest in their children's education, not just through schools but by teaching financial literacy from a young age. Children learn how to budget, save, invest, and manage credit responsibly. They see the importance of entrepreneurship, side hustles, and multiple income streams. When these kids grow up, they aren't just inheriting money, they're inheriting the skills to grow it. This educational foundation ensures that wealth doesn't end with one generation, but continues to compound as knowledge is passed down. Entrepreneurship is another secret weapon. Many middle-class families encourage side hustles or small businesses. It could start as a weekend project, an online store, or a service-based business. What's key is that they understand the power of ownership. By creating businesses, they aren't just trading time for money, they're creating scalable assets that can grow independently of their daily effort. Some families even establish small family-owned companies, passing them down to the next generation as viable sources of income. The lesson here is simple. Owning something that produces revenue is more powerful than earning a salary alone. Over decades, the business can become a cornerstone of family wealth. Debt management is another pillar of their strategy. While many people carry consumer debt for years, these families are strategic about borrowing. They understand the difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt, like a mortgage on an income-generating property, can increase wealth over time. Bad debt, like high-interest credit cards or loans for depreciating items, is avoided. By paying off debt quickly and avoiding unnecessary interest, they free up money to invest and grow wealth. This careful approach to borrowing ensures that money is always working for them, not against them. Insurance and protection also play a hidden role. Middle-class families building generational wealth don't see insurance as an expense, they see it as a safeguard. Life insurance, health coverage, and disability insurance protect the family from financial disasters. If the unexpected happens, these tools prevent a single event from wiping out decades of hard work. This security allows them to take calculated risks with investment and businesses, knowing that their family's foundation is protected. Another overlooked factor is tax efficiency. Smart families know that keeping money legally out of the hands of the government can dramatically increase wealth over time. They use tax-advantaged accounts like IRAs, 401ks, and HSAs. They understand deductions, credits, and strategies for minimizing taxable income. By reducing unnecessary tax burdens, they keep more of their money working for them, which compounds over decades. It's not about evading taxes. It's about being strategic and informed, making every dollar count. One of the most important but often invisible strategies is long-term planning. These families don't make financial decisions based on short-term trends or emotion. They have a clear vision for the future, setting goals for retirement, education, and wealth transfer. They create wills, trusts, and estate plans to ensure that wealth is passed down efficiently. This planning prevents disputes, reduces taxes, and ensures that the next generation can continue building rather than starting over. They understand that wealth is fragile without foresight, and they treat it like a legacy rather than just a balance sheet. Community and networking also play a subtle but powerful role. Families building generational wealth often surround themselves with people who share similar values. They exchange ideas, learn from mentors, and gain access to opportunities that others might miss. By creating a network of like-minded individuals, they amplify their knowledge and resources. This social capital is often just as valuable as financial capital, opening doors to investments, business ventures, and strategies that compound wealth over time. Lastly, there is the power of habit and consistency. Wealth isn't built in a year or two, it's built over decades. These families understand the power of compounding, not just financially, but in habits. Saving a little each month, reinvesting profits, educating children consistently, and sticking to a long-term plan creates unstoppable momentum. Even small actions, repeated over years, lead to massive outcomes. Children grow up seeing these habits in action, internalizing them as a natural part of life. By the time the parents are retired, the family is not only financially secure but has also instilled the mindset and habits necessary to continue growing wealth for generations. In summary, middle-class families are quietly building generational wealth by thinking differently, investing strategically, leveraging real estate, prioritizing education, encouraging entrepreneurship, managing debt, protecting their assets, planning for taxes, long-term planning, cultivating networks, and embracing consistent habits. They aren't flashy or public about it. They don't chase quick wins or social media hype. Instead, they focus on disciplined, strategic, and patient methods that allow wealth to compound over decades. What's inspiring is that this approach isn't reserved for the ultra-rich. Any family willing to adopt these principles, regardless of their starting point, can build a legacy that lasts for generations. It starts with a shift in mindset, followed by disciplined actions and long-term planning. By the time the next generation grows up, they inherit not just money, but the knowledge, habits, and foundation to continue growing it. So if you're part of the middle class and feel stuck financially, take a moment to see the bigger picture. Start small, educate yourself, make strategic choices. Focus on building assets, not just earning a salary. Surround yourself with people who inspire and support you. Protect your family with insurance and thoughtful planning. Over time, these seemingly small decisions can snowball into generational wealth that changes lives forever. It's not about luck or privilege. It's about strategy, patience, and discipline. By following these methods, ordinary families are quietly creating extraordinary legacies. And while the world is focused on instant gratification and flashy lifestyles, these families are writing a different story, a story of lasting wealth, security, and freedom. Now, imagine looking back 20 or 30 years from now. Your children are financially independent, your family home is debt-free, investments are growing, and your children are passing on the same knowledge to their own kids. That's the power of generational wealth. That's how middle-class families are quietly but powerfully reshaping their futures, one decision at a time. And it all starts with choosing to think differently today.